birthday, Honor Reeves. I'm talking about the celebrity, big G. And everybody with my man G. Tell everybody.
Hey, we're hanging out at the spot where all the parties started. That was Club U. Club U is where you can meet all the beautiful women, hear the best sound and go-go around the world. We had Rare Essence, Trouble Funk, Chuck Brown. Any go-go band you want to hear would be right here at Club U. This was a historical spot for go-go, and it's a landmark in the Washington, D.C. area.
So recently, the city announced a plan to tear down the Frank D. Reeves Center at the corner of 14th and U Street, which was built by Marion Barry in 1986. To tell me more, I sat down with D.C.'s forever First Lady, Cora Barry. So this building, Club U, ended in a great deal of controversy in 2005 when people were really shocked that go-go was happening in a government building. But that wasn't the first time it was part of controversy.
Well, I think the inception of it was controversial because when they were talking about how to build up this part of the city, my husband, Marion Barry, wanted to put the building here, and everybody said no. And so he was a majority of one. I mean, since he was the mayor, he did it anyway, and he had them name it after a man named Frank Reeves, who was a civil rights lawyer who did a lot of pro bono cases and helped a lot of our people. And so Marion built this. He said that if we build a building that is a municipal building, it will spur economic development in the area. And he was absolutely right. They built the Reeves Center, and all of these restaurants and condos and everything else popped up along the time that it began to thrive. And of course, this building has held so many different activities. Club U, Ed Murphy's Supper Club was here because he used to be over at Howard University and he moved in here. And we've had inaugural events here and just so many different things. I walk in here, it's like the ghost of the past, both professional and government-wise, but also just in terms of the social aspects of it. And I think the thing that really stands out in my mind is that when they did build the Reeves Center, they put Frank Reeves' name on it, but they also put Marion Barry's name up there because he was the creator of this concept to have it here.
As a lot of things that have been very important to the Chocolate City, and Marion Barry's legacy here, how do you feel about the future? Like, what do you think the future of the Chocolate City is?
Well, it's definitely a little bit less than chocolate. It's a little darker than latte and a little lighter than chocolate. I think that our culture, we're in a fight for preservation of our culture in a way that I think changes depending upon what part of the city you live in. I live in Ward 8, and I call us the last frontier. So what we have to do as a people is to do as much as we can to preserve the history of this chocolate city. One of the things that are coming up is the city council and the mayor just signed a bill to change one Judiciary Square building 441 to Marion Barry Jr. building. The name is up, and there'll be an unveiling of that next month. But the Arts Commission is gathering a committee of people to talk about a mural that will be on that massive wall that will show the history of the city, show the people, the places, the buildings, the programs. And that is one way we can preserve our history, is to do it through arts and through holding on to things like go-go. I mean, fighting people who are trying to mute us that's not trying to mute us musically, they're trying to mute us culturally and many other kind of ways. So we have to push back.
What could you say more about the music itself and its role here?
Well, the music was intergenerational. The young people and the older people liked it a lot. I mean, we all liked it, Wherever we went, there was go-go. It was on the corners. It was everywhere. It was so unique. And what I was always curious about was it didn't seem to go anywhere else. Usually things start somewhere and then they spread out. But go-go has been uniquely DC ever since it has been in existence. So I think that makes it very special, and it makes us stand out because we have our own brand of music. That is why it was very good that the city council finally caught up with the times and voted it along with the mayor as our official music of the city. It should have been there a long time ago, because actually it is. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate everyone who received the nomination for Go-Go Awards this year. I want to congratulate the winners, and I want to say all of you all, you're making a difference in this city, and congratulations, and good luck.